Good evening. I'm Spot On Weather meteorologist Matthew Euler. Welcome to the weather map discussion for Friday, 19 August 2022. Looking at the latest radar, I'll point out a few things here. We have a little bit of showers and thunderstorm activity. We have higher cloud tops located over parts of the Carolinas. Now they're starting to progress a little bit further to the northeast, just off the southeast Virginia coast. We also have an area of higher cloud tops down on the central Florida and northeastern Florida peninsula this evening. In addition, we have a lot of moisture associated with that tropical monsoonal fetch from Mexico on into parts of Arizona, New Mexico, as well as Utah. And additionally, we have an area of low pressure that's just spinning in the upper Midwest, and on the front side of that low pressure, we have some lifting going on, and we have some showers and thunderstorms across eastern Iowa. Looking at the radar composite for this evening, notice the showers and thunderstorms that extend from central Florida up Interstate 95, especially in the parts of South Carolina and North Carolina. Some of the shower activity is moving to the northeast. And what we have going on is we have an area of low pressure that is forming along a stalled frontal boundary there over the western Atlantic, which is resulting in this area of showers and thunderstorms. There is that area of radar return showing up across eastern Iowa into parts of northwestern Illinois as well as southern Wisconsin this evening. And then back into the western United States, once again, a lot of flooding has been occurring the last couple days across parts of Arizona. Due to some very heavy rainfall associated with some monsoonal moisture coming north from Mexico. Additionally, there's those showers, scattered showers and thunderstorms from parts of Colorado, Utah, northward, actually all the way northward up into parts of Idaho. Looking at the 300 millibar wind speed forecast for tomorrow, Saturday, the 20th of August, 2022, we do have an upper level area of high pressure, which is situated over Montana with a clockwise flow around it. So a little bit of a ridging that's bumping up into parts of Alberta as well as Saskatchewan. We also have higher wind speeds associated with the jet stream across parts of southeastern Kansas, Oklahoma, into southwestern Missouri, as well as northern Arkansas. There is some area of higher speeds, also stretching across parts of southern New Jersey through Long Island and off the Massachusetts coastline into the North Atlantic. And so the highest wind speeds tomorrow evening will be generally in the same location, stretching from southeastern Kansas to Arkansas, parts of Tennessee and Kentucky. And then there is an area, there's upper low at 300 millibars over just in the vicinity of eastern Canada, Hudson Bay. Looking at the 500 millibar wind heights and vorticity, we have a closed low situated over Iowa, parts of southeastern Minnesota into western Wisconsin, and we have some vorticity that's occurring in association with that upper level low, and that is responsible for the showers and thunderstorms tomorrow morning. This is the forecast for tomorrow morning on Saturday the 20th of August, so expect those showers to continue across portions of the upper Midwest. Additionally, there is some shower activity. There is some lift that's occurring in the vicinity just off the mid-Atlantic coast by Saturday morning. And another area of vorticity and lift occurring across parts of Utah into Nevada. Looking at tomorrow evening, what we notice with this feature, this closed low at 500 millibars, it does very slowly move to the east, and actually does open up again into more of an open wave trough. There is an area of a very tightly closed low, upper low there over parts of Hudson Bay. And then the disturbance generally moves out to sea by Saturday evening, the one that was producing some rain showers across parts of the mid-Atlantic Saturday morning. That does move out to the northeast over the open waters of the Atlantic. There is a shortwave ridge which is extending from parts of Wyoming northward to Montana into Saskatchewan in the Saskatchewan province of Canada. And there is a trough configuration there, a positively tilted trough stretching from Wisconsin down to northern Illinois into parts of Missouri. Looking at the 700 millibar vertical velocity heights, 700 millibars occurring around 10,000 feet. Generally, we have the vertical velocity in microbars per second, as well as geopotential heights indicated on these charts. So this is Saturday morning, tomorrow morning, the 20th of August on the left. This would be Saturday evening on the right, tomorrow evening, Saturday the 20th of August. So in general, we got that closed low over parts of Iowa, and that is going to move to the east, eventually opening up as well at 700 millibars, becoming more of an open wave or open trough with a positive tilt. So that will result in some lifting. Vertical velocity is there over Illinois tomorrow, so expect some more of the rain showers over Illinois for your Saturday. Additionally, there is some lift that's occurring out over the western Atlantic Ocean. Looking at the 850 millibar wind forecast, Saturday morning on the left, and then Saturday evening tomorrow, the 20th of August on the right. In general, at 850 millibars or 5,000 feet above the ground, you can see the stronger winds pivoting in a counterclockwise manner around the upper level low that's positioned over northeastern Iowa on Saturday morning. And that low ever so slightly moves to the east, and you can still see some stronger wind speeds in excess of 20 knots over parts of Illinois by Saturday evening. The rest of the country, fairly quiet. If you look at the western U.S., not much in the way of wind speeds up at 850 millibars at 5,000 feet. We do have an interesting area here in the western Gulf, and I'll show you more about that here in a moment. This is an association with stronger wind speeds at 850 millibars. This is an association with a potential tropical cyclone development in the western Gulf of Mexico, extending into parts of southern Texas, where wind speeds could be in excess on Saturday of 20 to 30 knots. So that's just something to watch. Looking at the surface analysis for today, Friday the 19th of August 2022. We do have a stationary boundary. It has lifted a little bit further to the north as compared to the recent past 2 days. And there's an area of low pressure along this stalled boundary. Now that area of low pressure is going to move toward the northeast and just off the mid-Atlantic coast just off Cape Hatteras, North Carolina, and then pivot out to sea. But we could see some showers moving in overnight across parts of northeastern North Carolina into southeastern Virginia. And expect those showers to linger on Saturday morning before moving out to sea with this area of low pressure. This front will continue to move a little bit further to the north over the next 24 hours. Additionally, we have an area of low pressure at the surface, 1,008 millibar low over central Minnesota, with a cold front extending toward eastern Iowa, just to the northwest in the vicinity of Kansas City, Missouri, and then down in northern Arkansas and across the front range of Colorado, front range of the Rockies. And so in general, we have a couple frontal boundaries that we're seeing on these on the surface analysis for today. There is an area of higher pressure to the north over portions of New England. Now, how about the wind forecast for Saturday, 20 August 2022? The Bermuda high is showing up quite nicely. This is a Saturday morning forecast, the 20 August on the left, and this is again Saturday evening on the right. Generally, we see that Bermuda high showing up with a clockwise flow, clockwise streamlines orientated around it. We do have an area of low pressure Saturday morning in the vicinity of Cape Hatteras, North Carolina. That low pressure system moves out to sea later in the day, further to the northeast, along that frontal boundary. Other areas for potential higher winds would be if you're driving along, that would be Interstate 94, as well as parts of eastern Montana down to eastern Wyoming tomorrow. We're expecting wind speeds generally from 10 to 15 knots in that location. Wind speeds remain fairly brisk off the California coastline, the northern California coastline, with wind speeds in excess of 20 knots, with gusts of 30 knots, strong northwesterly winds. Again, as I've been mentioning the past few days, that's due to that thermal trough, the difference between the thermal trough and the heated desert areas, the heated valleys of California, and that cooler air over the colder California current just offshore. So we get a very strong pressure gradient and gusty winds in the summertime. This is a typical situation. Looking at the precipitation forecast for Saturday, 20 August 2022, if you have travel plans, this is the forecast. The green is the precipitation and rain in the form of rain showers. This is Saturday morning. Notice that we have some lingering showers off the southeastern Virginia, northeast North Carolina coast, and also out over the western Atlantic. Again, over time, that area of low pressure along the frontal boundary will move off to the northeast, and the precip will also move offshore. We do have a lot of showers and thunderstorms again in the forecast across the southeastern United States and Florida tomorrow, generally along Interstate 10 if you get travel plans take you that way, or Interstate 20 through Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia. There's also a good chance for showers and thunderstorms Saturday evening, the 20th of August. Additionally, we see that rain in Illinois. We examine the previous upper level charts and notice that vertical lift, as well as a surface low over Minnesota, and this system going from a closed wave of 500 millibars to an open wave. But we do have some lingering rain that's going to be occurring tomorrow across Illinois. Additionally, we have more showers and thunderstorms across parts of New Mexico and Arizona, and that monsoonal moisture extends to the northwest over parts of Colorado, Utah, and even sneaking into parts of Idaho for your Saturday. So if you have travel plans in the desert southwest, be very mindful of this. Again, that ground out there, it does not take water very well. It doesn't absorb very well into that drier landscape, and that can result in some flash flooding on short order. Additionally, let's take a look at this area over the western Gulf of Mexico for tomorrow. That is eventually going to be moving more to the northwest and could potentially give South Texas cities 4 to 6 inches of rain as this tropical disturbance moves northwestward and making landfall. Here are the forecast high and low temperatures for Saturday, 20 August 2022. Notice the heat extends right along the I-95 corridor for tomorrow. We could be touching 88, 89 degrees up in the Boston metro area, 92 Hartford, Connecticut, right on down through New Jersey, where we see 90, 91 degrees for a high tomorrow. Due to cloud coverage over parts of the mid-Atlantic, that will act to hold the temperatures in check from getting too hot. So we're expecting highs in the lower to middle 80s for Virginia, also middle to upper 80s for North and South Carolina. And then you'll notice things get hot again as you travel south down Interstate 95. Parts of the Florida Peninsula, 90 degrees plus for afternoon highs tomorrow, as well as low 90s across the Interstate 10 and Interstate 20 corridors. Additionally, Texas remains hot for Saturday. We're looking at high temperatures, 92 in Houston, 92 all the way down to Brownsville, and then also 95 in Dallas, 94 Oklahoma City. So the heat continues to remain over East Texas into Oklahoma, and then out again over California. Very similar to the past couple days, we see 100-degree heat across the valleys of California, and also 95 to 100 over eastern Washington State, and even 90 to 95 over parts of Montana for your Saturday. Coolest temperatures over the upper Midwest. No surprise here for northern Illinois. You're going to be highs will be in the middle 70s in general due to thicker cloud cover and that rain shower activity. In Iowa, high temperatures generally in the 70s, as well as Minnesota and Wisconsin. So again, the upper Midwest is where the coolest temperatures will be for tomorrow. As far as low temperatures, you notice some higher elevation readings out in the west are going to be cooling down into the upper 40s to middle 50s, parts of eastern Montana, Wyoming, Nebraska, as well as Colorado. And then also note the warmest temperatures generally remain south of Interstate 40, from western North Carolina through Tennessee to Arkansas and Oklahoma City. Notice that the low temperatures tomorrow night into Sunday morning will be at 70 to 75 degrees in general for overnight lows. Coolest temperatures for overnight lows on Saturday night will be out in Wyoming, eastern Montana, parts of the Dakotas, North and South Dakota, as well as Nebraska by this blue shading, with overnight lows in the 50s. Now looking at the precipitation forecast, this is the 1 to 3 day outlook for QPF. This goes right through Tuesday the 23rd of August 2022. What we're looking at is some pretty hefty rainfall across parts of Texas, especially northeastern Texas, where rainfall could be in excess, basically range from 3 to 5 inches across some of these northeastern Texas cities, as well as northwest Louisiana into southern Arkansas. So this is a bullseye of heavier rainfall. We do see some heavier rainfall as well, around 1 inch across northern Illinois, and that's mainly due to that low pressure system that's just spinning itself out over eastern Iowa and southern Minnesota. So northern Illinois could see around 1 inch of rain. Additionally, you see some more heavier rain from Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York State, and then also down along the mid-Atlantic coast, the purple shading indicating rainfall between 1.5 and 2 inches. Looking at the September temperature and precipitation outlook issued by NOAA, the Climate Prediction Center, yesterday, 18 August. For the month of September, this is a quick sneak peek. The probability of above normal temperatures is pretty high across parts of New Mexico on into parts of Utah, western Colorado, as well as northeastern Arizona. So you see this, that's indicative of, that coloring is indicative of 60 to 70% chance of above normal temperatures in the month of September. Notice also there is a 50 to 60% chance of above normal temperatures across parts of New England for September, and then equal chances, so neither warmer nor colder probability or odds for the areas in white, near normal September temperatures in the mid-Atlantic to the southeastern U.S., the Gulf Coast, East Texas, as well as the Pacific Northwest. Looking at the precipitation outlook for the month of September, right now the highest probability of above normal precipitation will be along the Gulf Coast. And what we really have to watch out for this time of year is Gulf of Mexico tropical cyclones, whether they be tropical storms or hurricanes moving northward and making landfall in this part of the country. And that could result in some excessively higher than normal rainfall, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. Additionally, we have a probability of below normal precipitation across Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa, Nebraska, the Dakotas, on westward to Wyoming, and then working its way westward towards central California for the month of September. And anywhere white does not favor above or below normal, but rather equal chances of normal precipitation for New England, mid-Atlantic, parts of the Ohio River Valley, as well as Texas and New Mexico, as well as parts of the Pacific Northwest. Now, let's take a look at the tropics. We do have a potential tropical cyclone number 4, which is located at this location as of 7:34 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time on Friday, 19 August 2022. There's the center of circulation of this system. You can see the satellite image here on the right. It is showing some higher cloud tops, these maroon and orange coloring, colder cloud tops, very high cloud tops. So we do have some thunderstorms clusters that has developed. It does not look very organized at the present time, like it's getting its act together anytime soon, but it does exist out here. There is a circulation center. And then we do have, this is the official National Hurricane Center forecast for where it's heading, potentially could be Tropical Storm Danielle by the time it makes landfall just south of the Texas border by 1 a.m. Sunday. All right, so the biggest threats from this storm, we have tropical storm warnings, by the way, for South Texas down into parts of Mexico along the coast. The biggest threat for South Texas as well as parts of Mexico will be heavy rainfall. And then bringing this down, the forecast from the big picture, the United States forecast for 20 August, we're going to take a look here to end tonight's video, the Hampton Roads, Virginia 7-day outlook. Generally what we're expecting for the weekend is AM thunderstorms, showers, and storms on Saturday. And then, again, another round of showers and thunderstorms possible Sunday during the afternoon, evening hours. And then some more unsettled weather on Monday with scattered storms. A brief dry period on Tuesday with a high of 83, partly sunny skies. We do have an outside shot, a 20% chance of isolated PM storms on Wednesday. Fairly dry overall, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday next week. But then by next Friday, what would that be? Next Friday would be the 26th of August. Generally what we're looking at is more scattered PM thunderstorms. But generally the temperatures are fairly consistent, remaining high temperatures in the low to mid 80s with overnight lows generally between 71, 72, so low 70s in the evening. And it will feel muggy at times with dew points creeping back up into the 70 to 73 degree Fahrenheit range. All right, that wraps up the video for tonight, the weather maps discussion. Overall, for tomorrow, what we're looking at is precipitation across the upper Midwest, parts of Illinois, if you have travel plans that way, parts of the Mid-Atlantic in the morning on Saturday, and then of course parts of the southwestern U.S. with that monsoonal moisture. But overall, this is the latest updated forecast from Spot On Weather. We certainly hope you enjoy the presentation and you learn more and more about the weather with us. The goal is to explain these charts in an easily digestible manner so everybody can really understand what we're talking about and how we're analyzing the situation, and also providing you with the latest up-to-date forecast. All right, that takes care of tonight's video. I wish everybody a wonderful and happy weekend. Happy Friday to everybody out there that's watching. That's all I've got for now. Until next time, take care, everybody, and God bless.